L'Oreal owns Maybelline, NYX, and Lancome? Huh. Love me or love me not? Let's find out. Alrighty guys, I'm going to be shopping my stash this month, the month of love, for products under the umbrella of L'Oreal. They're products like Maybelline, Lancome, and NYX. Now those are products that I have in my collection, so I want to see if those products love me or love me not during this month. Yeah, I don't know how many products I own from each of those companies, but I'm sure to find something to create a full face. Now, if you have never been here before, I invite you to just stick around. I want to say a special hello to you as well, but I invite you to stick around and watch this video to completion. I hope that you will find it worthy of a thumbs up and adding me to your subscription list. Yeah, I'd like that a lot. I think you'd like it too. But if you've been here a while, hey there, how you doing? Glad you're back. Happy you're back, really. Yes, so before we get into this video, I want to review the products we used last month. So if you're down for that and you want to know my thoughts on the products I used for the month of January, keep watching. Okay, here I am in a different location. I hope it works for you as well as it's working for me. I know a lot of different people from various channels come here, like from cooking or decorating, and I really make an effort to make sure that my background or my shots are aesthetically pleasing as possible. But anyhow, let's review a couple of the products that I used last month. And the first one I am going to mention is from the House of Siage, and it is the Emerald Rain. Now I have this in a sample size. As a matter of fact, all of the perfumes that I will be bringing you for the most part will be in a sample size. So this is Emerald Rain, and I kind of mentioned last time that I was not a fan of it. It just reminds me of another perfume, and that is Shalimar by Guerlain. And I don't know why it reminds me because of that perfume, because the notes are so different. This Emerald Rain has nutmeg as your top note, and cardamom oil, and then it goes into violet and sandalwood and patchouli. Whereas the Shalimar, it's like vanilla and Irish and bergamot. So to me, those are different notes, but somehow they're both, in my opinion, powdery floral scents. And to me, they also give off a heavy fragrance that lingers. And I don't know, you just have a sillage for a while. So again, this is not my favorite, nor is the Shalimar, but I can appreciate it. From wearing it for a month, I can appreciate how the scent lingers. Would I buy it? No. But I did continue to wear it, even though, like I said, it's not a favorite scent. I am not attracted to that scent. But I like how it smelled on me, if that makes sense. Okay, another thing that I used last month was a highlighter, and this highlighter is from Clinique, and it is their highlighter for the lunar year 2022, and it is the Tiger, and it's one of their Cheek Pro highlighters, and it's in Gold Celebration Pop. This is a pretty highlighter. I think it almost works as a illuminator, in my opinion. It just gives you a nice sheen to your face without being shiny, without being oily or anything. It's just, it becomes your skin. So I did enjoy wearing this, and I'm kind of sad to put it back, but I have to move on because I'm trying to stick with the House of L'Oreal. And you saw me at the opening of this video. I was wearing this palette along with the Uma palette. That was my supporting cast, was the Uma palette. So I wore the Tom Ford, and this palette is called Soleil et Lune, so sun and moon. And this is not a standalone palette, in my opinion. These shadows are definitely casting a sheen, and so they're kind of satiny, and they almost bite the bullet of being shimmery, in my opinion, on my eyes. It wore well. It did get a little muddy on me, and that's the thing. You have to love Tom Ford or leave him alone, because I find that I have to be so selective in what I choose from his line of shadows and his face products, because they do not work with people of color that well. But knowing that, you know, and if you want to pay the price for it, you know, it's up to you. I am now learning to get them at a discount if I can, like the cosmetics center or store, and not pay full price for them. And I'm very selective now as to which of his palettes I choose. Now into the palette that I talked quite a bit about. I don't want to beat a dead horse too much, but it's the Morphe times Jaclyn Hill Divine Neutrals. This palette is very nice, and you can see it's quite dusty because I used it a lot. Even though there wasn't kick up when I used the shadows, it did get messy in the palette. Now I worked with mostly everything in here. I think though that this palette is a neutral for your tan to light, deep complexions. I may be wrong. I think those are the people, or even fairer, that will do really well with this palette. Yes, I used it. Yes, I like it, but you know, it is what it is. It's a nice neutral palette. For 18 bucks, it's not bad. And then you're, what, $3.50 off at Ulta. Alrighty, so those are the highlights from last month. Let's move into the products I have already shopped my stash for. Because it's a little difficult getting around in my room, I just find it's better if I just do it ahead of time and then just bring it all together for you in this style. So that's why I have a different setup. So since we're going to use products from the House of L'Oreal or L'Oreal and Company, and I want to see if they love me or love me not, I'm going to start with NYX, because I think that NYX is, if you want to say, on the bottom of the totem pole for L'Oreal. I'm going to start with a couple of foundations, and some of these things, like I say, love me or love me not, is because I want to go through my collection and see what's working for me and what I can continue to use because I like it on me and it works well with me, or I have to ditch because it doesn't work for me, or it's old. So we're going to start with an older product, NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop. And I have it in Deep Sable. Not sure if that's a good color for me, but that's what I bought at the time. So we will be venturing into that, or I will be. And I'll show you looks with it, hopefully. And I picked up this NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop. This is a mattifying powder to go with that foundation. I don't remember if this is, what kind of foundation is this? It's full coverage. Does it say anything about being mattifying or whatever? Yes, it's a matte finish. So, ooh, I'm going to be casket ready. I'm going to be dry as a piece of wood. Well, we'll see. And by the way, I have this one in Mocha. So we're going to work with those two. And then from NYX also, this is a newer product in that line that I had in my collection. It is Born to Glow. I've used this several times, and I have it in Sienna. Now this is a radiant foundation, so it gives you a more natural, radiant look. So it might not be a bad idea to try it with this powder. But we shall see. I'll try it both ways. And then also as a concealer from Born to Glow, I have this concealer in Golden. So that should be a nice little quad of products to use. Okay, now I have the NYX Sweet Cheeks. So I have a blush by NYX, so I can get some use from that. And I think it's in Bang Bang, yes, one of my faves. And I have a palette. I was surprised. I do have a palette from NYX, and it's the Ultimate Edit, and this is a palette that's called Phoenix. So it has those, like, I don't want to say desert colors, but kind of Midwest colors in a way. No blue in there though, but it has a pretty purple, red, and that purple and red is great for this time of the year, right in there to think about Valentine's. So that's nice. And I'm bringing back the NYX Thick It Stick It because I used this last month and it's for the brow, so I think I can get some good use out of that. And one of the products or things that I like the most from NYX that I have picked up quite often are their pencils and liners and things like that. And yeah, that's what I picked up the most, I think. I may have some lippies. But I have a couple of liners. This is the Epic Wear, and it's a waterproof liner, and I have it in a teal. So let's put that right here. Let me show it to you. That's the teal. So I can line my eyes with that. We can play around with these colors. I say we, I mean me. And then I have it in fuchsia. I can get it open. Let me spread it out a little more. So there it is in fuchsia. And then the other products that I have here, I always like a white pencil. I like to have one on board just so I can open up the corner of my eyes if I like. And then I have here, actually this is another Epic. It's in sapphire. You know, if I saw that I had to pick it up. My favorite stone. So there we are. Play around with some color. Because Valentine is not the whole month of February, is it? And then I have here a lip pencil from NYX. And this one is in wine. Oh no, mauve. So this is what it looks like. I can barely see it on my skin. There it is. I'll put that right in front for now. And then I also have a glossy brown liner, and this is an eyeliner. So a plain everyday liner for my, you can barely see it, it blends in, but I'll use that for my lower lash line. So a liner right there. Alrighty, anything else? Yes, I do have one more product from NYX, and it is a eye primer, and I've had this a while so we can see, I always say we, but we will see, you can see through my videos if it works for me. I will also let you know next month if that worked for me. And there you have it. Those are the NYX products. So next I want to move into L'Oreal. What I have from L'Oreal here. I have the L'Oreal True Match Mineral Gentle just a gentle mineral makeup. So this is a foundation with a built-in brush from L'Oreal. Can you see it there? And it is in the color Cocoa C8. So I hope that works for me. I also picked up from L'Oreal, I picked out or shop my stash for the L'Oreal Paris True Match Lumi Glotion. Now when we went to Florida back in November, my sister brought this along with her, and she just raves about this, so I picked it up. I have it in 904, and she doesn't wear a lot of makeup. She basically will pick up one of the Fit Me powders and this, and that's it, and she'll do a little highlighter or something, a little glow, but this gives her face glow, and she swears by this. I think both of my sisters like this, so I'm adding that to my tray. And I have a couple of concealers to add from L'Oreal. I have the Infallible Full Wear Concealer, which I think I can use under my eyes as well as on my face. I have it in 415, which is honey. So that should be a nice warm kind of color. And then I have this Infallible Pro Glow Concealer from L'Oreal, and it is in 05, and I don't see the name for it, but we'll check it out. Let me just open it up and swatch it then, since I can't read the name. The print, this is really light, so this would be great for under my eyes. You see that there? And I like it. I think it'll work, blend out nicely. So the concealers are right about here. And next I have a brow pencil from L'Oreal. It is a dark brunette, and it's a brow style. It has the spoolie on one end, which I like, and then it has your color here. So that's good. It's like a dark brown. That will work. I'll just put that right there. And then I pulled a Infallible Pro Spray and Set Makeup Extender from L'Oreal. Let's see how it sprays. Yeah. It smells fresh and nice. I like that. So we can stick that on the side. And then I have a host of lippies. I really like these lippies, and I just pick them up whenever I go into Walmart or Ulta from time to time, and I've had to throw some out. I have, these are the, I think they're the Infallibles, yes. And they are matte, they stay on a good while, and I have here 352, I have 362, 364, 848, which is a joke on me, and 316. So 848, I'm going to show you what that one really looks like on me. It is just crazy on me. Why I have this in my collection, I don't know. But I think it might work with a brown pencil. So here it is. It's a nude. You know what, guys? Let me put it by this nail polish. See that? Remember in a video back I was talking about I wanted my true nude? This is in Les Chocolate. It's in chocolate, and I'm sitting here talking about being crazy for picking this one up. I just have to work with it. Oh, this is going to be the star. This is going to get some time. I am going to use this baby, play around with it. That's my nude. Do you think it's a little too cool though? It's the nude that relates best back to my nail polish. That's what I'm talking about. Whoa, who knew? And the other ones, I have to do this real quick. This video is going to be too long. But there you are. That's what I'm accustomed to wearing. A chocolate like that. A milk chocolate, a deep chocolate. And then I'll just show you one of the, this one is kind of lavender. I wore this to work today. Doesn't do too much for me, but I like it because it's neutral. And the last, not the last one, but here, one more. And here's the other one, kind of getting dried out. See where I'm going, all these neutral colors, nothing bright. I wear these to work, around the house or something like that. The color stays on, you don't have to do too much to, oh, that's not too much different, just a little deeper. So that one gives me some color. That one is $3.62 and it is in a plum. I love plums. So anyway, that's that. And then I picked up two more things from my stash. I've had this out before. It's the Infallible Paints. It's a metallic. I love this one. I love this color. And there you have it. So gorgeous. I have so many lippies out this time. It's crazy. And this one, L'Oreal Galaxy Lumiere. It's a holographic lip gloss. This, for us mature ladies, us older ladies, this is what we need in a gloss, because, oh, look at that. It's a Lumiere, so it's like lit from within. It's not lots of large chunky particles sitting on your lips, making your lips look crazy and anything like that. It's not emphasizing the fine lines on your lips or anything. It's just really nice. Okay, let me wipe my hand. Okay, take a look at that. I've wiped my hand down. Everything else is gone, but those epic liners by, is it NYX? They are there. You cannot move them that easily. They are liners for your face and your body. So check those out if you haven't already. So we have two more brands to go through from the House of L'Oreal. So let's move in to Maybelline. I have a foundation from Maybelline. This is the Matte and Poreless Foundation. It's a normal to oily formula, and it's the Fit Me. So we will see how that works. I have it in 368 Deep Golden, and I don't think I really like that color a lot, but we shall see. And I have a powder, of course, the Fit Me, and this is the powder my sister also uses. I have it in 360, and I think it's mocha. So we'll see how that works with that. I'll revisit it with that foundation. And from Fit Me, this was a popular line for Maybelline. I have a blush, and I have it in Plum, so I think that'll be a nice one to use. There, it'll fit in there. Let's move this back for now and then put this here. And I also have a concealer, and this is the Super Stay Active Wear from Maybelline. It's supposed to be 30-hour wear. Now, I don't know anyone who needs anything to stay on their face for 30 hours, and I'm sure it doesn't, but they made that claim. So I have another concealer, and this was in number 50, and this is what it looks like. So it's a little deeper than the other shade I pulled, so it might be a nice combination, or it has a little fragrance to it. Common ground. And I have two shadows from Maybelline. I really don't have and never have been drawn to their palettes, but I do like their color tattoos. So I pulled in Knockout, which I think this is like a very satiny, rich looking plum color, purpley color. I think that will make an excellent base for some of my other eyeshadows. And then I have it in High Roller, and this one is a beautiful coppery color, I think. Let's put it right by that. Those two would even look nice together, and this could be a base for other shadows. So they give you some good wear there. And then two more products from Maybelline, and then we'll get into the higher end brand under the umbrella of L'Oreal. So I have two lippies, and they're in 373 Mauve for me, and I'll sample that one for you. Oh, that is a neutral color for me. Kind of my go-tos. And then I have 430, and this is Magnificent Mauve. So another mauve. Let's put it above. It's more of a pinky tone mauve. And the other one is more of an apricot or kind of orangey mauve. Alrighty, so that's it, what I pulled from my collection from Maybelline. Now, the formulas, L'Oreal says that their formulas kind of go straight across. A lot of these things or products from L'Oreal, even though it says NYX and even though it says Maybelline and even though it says L'Oreal, they all have some of the same formulation. So we will be checking that out. Now from Lancome, as you know from one of my gift sets, I have been using their skincare. So I am in the line of Genifique. So I have been applying the Genifique serum to my face in the mornings and some nights, and the eye serum to my eyes, and I really enjoy using it. I have seen, I think, a difference in my eyelashes. And then from the same line, I have the Multi-Action Ultra Sunscreen Moisturizer from Lancome. So I'm using that. I did pull out a Lancome bifacial. This is a kind of an oil, so it's a makeup remover. More specifically, eye makeup remover. So it's very gentle for the eyes. We're using that. And I pulled a few other things here. Let me get them. I pulled a eyeshadow, and this one is in Macchiato, and it is a cool kind of color for me. Again, it's almost like my nails. That's my neutral there. And that's how I wear it. I wear it as a transition color or just alone. Isn't that cool? I love the way this opens and closes. Very chic. And do you know that these, if you get them on sale, they're about sometimes $13, $14, $15, but they're normally $22 and change. So if you get 4 of these at that price, that's a Tom Ford palette. So Lancome. And also from Lancome, I have a blush that is actually a blush, a lip, and a eye product, and it is the Haute Couture. That's the color, and it's the monochromatic. So it's a 3-purpose blush, lip, and eye product, and I've pulled this several times before. It's very pretty. I should swatch it for you. So I could not pull products from Lancome and not pull this. I never went back to get more of these, but they're so satiny smooth. These are really nice to have in your collection. Let's put it there. My tray is going to be so full. And I pulled the mascara. I pulled from Lancome. I have the Lancome Cils Booster XL. I used this today, and I really like how it pops my lower lashes as well as my upper lashes. It just coats them, and I think it has vitamins to fortify your lashes, like vitamin E and some other things. So it's not just a primer for your lashes, it's also skincare, or it's healthy for your lashes, so that's good. And then I pull the Lancome, I think it's the Definite Cils. This is a mascara. This is your everyday mascara. I think it lengthens some, and it deepens the lashes, but not in a terrible or extraordinary way. It's just a great mascara to have. The wand is a perfect size. So just an everyday mascara. I used that today and I liked it. And it didn't bulge. I didn't get any streaks or anything, any fallout. And I have 3 lippies from Lancome. And let me just think a minute what I have here. First I have 132, which is in Caprice. I saw where Lancome repackaged this one. I always like this, that you just push on the top and the bottom pulls out, pops out, and there you have the color. That is beautiful. Look at that red. They repackaged this, so yeah, it's a pretty color for Valentine's Day, any day in my opinion. I'm looking forward to wearing it. So let me just swatch it for you. Here it is. Isn't that gorgeous? Yes. So I'm going to enjoy wearing that. And the next one I have is number, it's Absolute. It's the Rouge Absolute, and it's in Champagne. This one, I don't think they make it anymore. And you can see that it's an older one in my collection. I've pretty much used it up. But it is a pretty pinky color. Just a perfect pink for my skin tone, I think. Not harsh, not brass, just perfect. A subtle pink. So that is a nice one. Champagne. Rubies, $4.73. And this one is in that push and pop down and twist up. That is a deep red for you. Let's compare it to the other red. Yeah, this one looks like it has more blue in it than the top one. So very pretty. Don't mind having all of those in my collection for this month at all. And then I have two moisturizers from Lancome. These are the Absolute moisturizers. This is a soft cream. These are in a deluxe size, and I'm going to use them as a primer for my face as well, but they're supposed to lift the skin and help with fine lines, so I am looking forward to using that. And then I have a couple of palettes here, not many, but the first one is one you may have seen that was in that box there. It's a gift when you made a purchase from Lancome. And this is more of a face palette. It's Starlight. Yeah, it is a face palette. It's called Starlight. So there's blush there, highlighters there. So that's what I'm going to use. Two blushes, one in purple, one in kind of a rosy pink, and gold and kind of a bronzy tan highlighter. So that's from Lancome. And from Lancome, I have, am I about done with Lancome? I think I might be. I have one more thing, and I'm just wondering, have any of you watched this show? I'm just so excited about this. This brings out the young girl in me, I guess. But no, anybody can watch it. Emily in Paris. This Lancome did this set. They made a set, but I didn't get the complete set. I just got the palette. But they have the perfume, a mascara, I don't know what else, but you could buy any denominational set you wanted. I just got the single palette from them. So this is a palette in collaboration with the show Emily in Paris. And I've been watching that on TV and enjoying it. They're in the second season now, and I've heard that they renewed the contract for 3 and 4. So they will be doing up to 4 seasons at least. So this palette has a section here. It's divided in 3. It's this heart-shaped. It's Born in France, Parisian at heart, and Paris à la folie. I don't know what that means. But anyway, I want to show you what the palette looks like itself. Isn't that adorable? At the top it says, For the Love of Paris, and there's the Eiffel Tower and a little lock and key, I guess, or chain ball. Love it, yeah. Emily in Paris. So this is what it looks like. It's a bulky package, but it's a lovely package. There's a huge mirror at the top, and then, let me turn it over, you get this selection of colors. Now, one thing about Lancome, shadows, is that I find them, I want to say almost like Tom Ford in a way. But I don't know if that's a fair statement, but there are a lot of shimmers or satinies that are just a sheer of color, and maybe that, you know, they're in the same market, I guess. Maybe some people wouldn't consider them to be equal, but I find the shadows to be somewhat of the same. And there you have here some kind of satiny shimmers, little shimmers here, and then some mattes with a little shimmer. So there are 12 shades, mattes, metallics, and they're warm neutrals, bold jewel tones, and pinkish plums. I don't know how this is going to work out. I don't know if I'm going to like it. It looks kind of muted to me, but I'm not going to lie. It was all about the packaging, and the fact that I watched this show is what made me go for this. The ratings were here and there. Some people liked it. Some people didn't like how it worked on aging skin. But you know, I think the finish is similar to Tom Ford. I will see. I'm going to check it out. But I did get that. And back to the show, I think the reason why I'm drawn to it is that they have, of course, the main character who is young, Emily, 20-something years old, moving to Paris. She's an Instagrammer, and she's in the marketing business, so she has to promote products. But she's working for a woman called Sylvie, who I just love her character. I love her aesthetics, how she dresses, and how she carries herself. She is a hoot. And there's Antoine, and there's Luc on there. So it's a mixed bag of characters, and it's fun. It's surprising, but it ends up being your cheesy romance novel brought to the screen. So I just love it for that. And I enjoy watching it because it takes my mind off of everyday things. Alrighty, so one of the last things I have here is the cologne or perfume that I am going to be wearing for this month. So we're going to get into that. So the perfume that came with the Emily in Paris sets is the Idole Eau de Parfum by Lancôme. It's a lighter diluted perfume, so I wore it today to work. I enjoyed this. It's a light, fresh scent. It has citrusy, floral. It's kind of sultry with a little white musk in it. And there's a top note of bergamot and pear and pink peppercorns in it. So the bottom base is white musk, vanilla, and patchouli. And there's cedarwood in this, but it is a lovely scent. So I will enjoy wearing that this month. And then guys, we're gonna wrap this up with the L'Oreal products, being at Maybelline, NYX, and L'Oreal and Lancôme. But I'm gonna add in a few things here that I've thrown in. I've thrown in another base just in case that base doesn't work for me. I'm gonna throw in the P. Louise base, and I have it in number 5. And I've tried it out and I do like it. So I will be using this. And I'm going to throw in the Natasha Denona. It's the Valentine's exclusive. It's the Mini Crush palette. A lot of people got this. It comes with a little brush that just fell. So I will be throwing that in. The brush, I don't know if it's worth having or not. And then I have picked up something again. I picked up this Real Technique foundation brush. So I'm looking forward to using it, as well as a contour brush. It's a little sculpting brush on this end and a fine reaching contour brush. You just push that down and you can get around your nose and places like that, and then it just pulls back up. We'll see how this works, if it's worth having. But that's by Real Techniques. And I picked up 2 things that I am excited to have in my collection. Westman Atelier. They came out with a new contour for women of color. I think it's their deepest shade now, and it is in Ganache. So I picked up one of these. I'm so excited to have this in my collection. That is a nice deep contour, and your contour should be about 2 shades deeper than yourself, and they're kind of like natural colors. Contours are, whereas bronzers are more kind of orangey, and they are to bring light to your face. This is to diffuse and just to help just bring dimension to your face. So I'm looking forward to using it. And the last, not the last, but I did pick up also from Westman Atelier is the Clean Glow Trio set. Now the thing about Westman Atelier, it's not just cosmetics, it's also skincare. So these are formulated with ingredients to help your skin. So I do have another contour. This one is light. I think it's going to be a good touch-up stick for me. It's in truffle. And then I have the highlighter, I believe, it's in Nectar, and I think I like it from when I swatched it. That's what it looks like, and this is what it looks like on me. You can barely see it. This is the highlighter, yeah, so you don't have to see a lot of it. It just gives a glow. And then I have a blush, and I think it's Doo Doo is what it's called. That is like a mauve for me. It is so pretty. And there we are with that one there. So that's from Westman Atelier, and like I said, their products are formulated not only to just look pretty on the skin, but to actually help the skin. And then lastly, I have a set of Giorgio Armani. I think I'm pronouncing that correct. I got this back in December and I never used it. These are not from the L'Oreal line, but I have a set of mini lippies here, and I'm looking forward to using these. They are gorgeous. I had to go back and get another one, and I gifted it. I liked it so much. I knew I would want to give it as a gift to someone. So I hope she received it. That's one shade. I really like it. And then the next shade here. Ooh, I just about died when I swatched these. There you are. And the last one is a red, wouldn't it be? And I think I may have one of these. I think I have that red in my collection. I didn't even know that. But there you are, those 3 shades there. Okay guys, I thank you for your time today. I hope you enjoyed this twist on the Shop My Stash. I really had fun putting it together, finding things under the L'Oreal umbrella, because I just found it fascinating that L'Oreal actually owned Lancome, NYX, and Maybelline. And they also own Garnier, which is, I don't have any products, I think, from Garnier. And I don't think they make, do they make face products? I don't know. Hair, I know. But anyway, I was just so excited to learn that and to see what I had in my collection. So a lot of products to see if they love me or love me not. If you've yet to subscribe, I invite you to do so. Have a great day, and pull out your fun L'Oreal products if you have any, your Lancome products, your Maybelline, your NYX, and just go through and have fun with them. All right, remember, a smile is your best accessory. Take care.